Welcome to the biggest moment in history, one that brings the whole world together. 3 countries, 16 cities, 48 nations, and 148 games. United as individuals, united as billions. So you and all of you. Bring your game to the beautiful game. Hi, I'm April, your host of Teachable Moments with April podcast. If you're a new listener, welcome. If you're a returning listener, welcome back. Remember, teachable moments are all around us. Happy listening. Finding the Good with Prayer by Tracy Riley. Prayer is central to my life and my work at the Unity Prayer Ministry, where we affirm the divinity and goodness of all people. I'm grateful that my life's journey has led me to this very place. See, I was raised by my grandparents in southwestern Virginia. I grew up in a traditional Black Baptist church where my grandmother and I attended, and my father was a skilled pianist. Like him, I played many a hymn on Sunday mornings. One of my grandmother's favorites was "My Heavenly Father Watches Over Me." The refrain reads in part, "Though billows roll, He keeps my soul." She loved this hymn because of its comforting reassurance of God's constant presence and protection. Faith and prayer were her refuge and strength, and she passed these on to me. As I grew, I explored a different spirituality and began shaping my beliefs through reflection and prayer. I discovered there is always good to be found, and prayer always helps me find it. This belief was tested at one of my lowest points, the decision to end my marriage. I worried that I was tearing my children's world apart. I felt sad, I felt disappointed, afraid, and frustrated. Sometimes I was simply, believe it or not, overwhelmed. But my commitment to finding the good meant recognizing I had much to be grateful for, including loving and very supportive family on both sides, and a good job that provided financial stability. I turned to this prayer to help me see me through, and this is what it is. I give thanks for inner strength that is in my anchor and wisdom that is my constant guide. I am grateful for divine love that meets every need. Standing firm in faith, I am inspired and hopeful, envisioning a brighter future ahead. You see, I have also found the good by turning my thoughts to yes and yes sees the situation and honors my feelings and acknowledges my divinity and the potential for good to unfold. This outlook helped me years ago when I faced sudden unemployment. I felt like a failure. I had lost, I felt defeated, and I felt very much afraid. I had no idea how I would support myself and my family. It helped me to realize that yes, okay, I lost the job, and I was blessed with an unexpected severance package. Yes, I ignored the red flags at work, and I finally realized that I needed a career change. Yes, I had to tighten my belt financially, and I still met my family's needs. Most important, I moved through fear and shame to begin a journey more aligned with my purpose, including fulfilling my dream of returning to school. Through it all, I stayed present while trusting in better days ahead. I held this truth in mind as I prayed, and it goes like this. With understanding and self-compassion, I say yes, accepting my circumstances, though difficult. Faith assures me there is more, and my blessings become ever clearer. Holding to the promise of good ahead, I know that all is well. Now, finally, finding the good was meant to accepting a very painful truth I spent years avoiding. My parents were unable to raise me. They divorced during my infancy after tragically losing their young son, which was my brother. The silence around the divorce and my brother's death, along with their absence, left me feeling really abandoned. I felt rejected and I felt very unworthy. I felt I was to blame. Now, as I stayed present to those feelings, I grew in compassion for my parents' deep pain at losing their son and giving up their daughter. I felt grateful they entrusted my loving grandparents with my care, but again, I prayed like this. One with God, I find strength to face painful truths. Divine love, it comforts me, and inner wisdom guides me to a place of peace. Calmly, I release the past and any beliefs or messages that no longer serve me. I am grateful, I am joyful, and I am free. Now, finding the good has meant using my spiritual powers, faith, will, power, wisdom, and more strength, to turn my life around. I am grateful to know I am always divinely connected, guided, and very much inspired. Perhaps this is how my grandmother felt and why she found the lyrics so comforting. Through billows roll, he keeps my soul. This was her good. The certainty that she was divinely held and joined with God at all times. This is true for me too. I am blessed with divine powers to face whatever life brings, and for this, I am so grateful. I wonder if I could capture that feeling of escaping to a place where the flowers always bloom and the table is always set, where the warmth of family fills the air like fresh bread. But then I realized it's already here. This is home. Feel at home with the cozy colored palette from Cozy Home Dreams. You are just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We also encourage you to join the Teachable Moments with April podcast family by becoming a paid subscriber. As always, be well and stay blessed. Until next time.